Hello, Carb family. Just popping in here to see if anybody was free and wanted to visit for a little bit tonight. Trying out my second live, and I know the notification probably just went out because I didn't premiere it or anything. Just kind of a spur of the moment, hop in and see how everybody's doing. Hope you're doing great. I'll hang out here a minute and see if anybody pops in. If you don't know if you saw it or not, but I just posted a video a little bit ago where I made keto buns. So make sure you go and check that out on my channel. Those were pretty darn good. If you miss bread, I would recommend you try that recipe. I'm still hanging in here a few minutes and seeing if anybody wants to pop in and visit. Let's see. I don't want to just sit here and in case somebody watches this on replay. So I guess we need to have something to continue here. So I'll just fill you in with the fact that Shane and I went to see Zach Williams in concert yesterday. He was in a town close by, and it was a phenomenal concert. Zach Williams, to describe his music, he is in the Christian music genre. However, you would like him if you liked country, Southern rock, that real deep, not too deep, but just a real good voice. I don't know. He just sounds not quite Chris Stapleton, but he does have a good voice. Just let me know if anybody popped in. I'd like to know if we got any visitors. Just give me a chat down here, and we'll see if we can get a conversation going. Not finding. What else can we think about? Well, as we know, the horrible stuff in the news from yesterday. Just lots and lots of prayers going up for the family. For all sides, I mean, it's just a horrible situation, and just it's just scary for our world. That's what we're going through. I'll hang on here a few more minutes, and no worries if you're not free this time to chat. It's all right. I'm just still experimenting and trying to learn to use this. Trying to see what all. Let me see if I can share this out to my YouTube and see if, or not to my YouTube, to my Facebook. See if we can get somebody to hop in and join us. That'd be fun. I gotta get on here and join it. Let's see. I'm still new to learning all of this stuff, you guys. I am trying to. Well, it doesn't want to let me open up my own video. Well, that's not very nice. Okay, we'll find it here. I'm going to lives. There's the share button. Let's go to Facebook. And see if we get anybody to join us. All right. Think of anything interesting else that's been going on. Jim's been doing pretty well. Goes Oh my goodness. We went to the cardiologist and that went really good. So nothing major going on in that area right now. Let's see. My son's going to be a senior in welding school. And so we're preparing for that because the summer flies by. I don't know about you, but the summer has been flying. And I can't believe it's going to be back to school time next month already. So we've been ordering uniforms and getting things ready that he needs, but really um, not a whole lot else going on. Um, well, I don't know if anybody's in here and wants to chat. It looks like one person might have joined us, but um, let's see. Well, that's all right. You guys joined me last time, and that was fun. Um, I'm still trying to learn. I'd like to find out a little bit more information on YouTube. I need some help with video editing. And hey, hi, Deanne. How are you doing? I am glad that you're here. So far, nobody's popped in, but I just did this as a spur of a moment. I just am experimenting with YouTube Live. I don't know if you watch my channel on regular, but I just do a few videos here and there and share my journey. And good, I'm glad you're doing well. Um, so I'm just experimenting, and I want to learn more about YouTube in general, but I'm not good with editing. So I need to find something that works good. I don't have a fancy computer. It's an Acer. It's, if you know about those are usually a cheaper Aspire 5, I think it says. So I want to learn more, but I'm not sure if this computer can do much of the fancy stuff. But I'm looking for okay, in video. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? I'm going to write that down. Is that a free app? Does it work on Windows? So when I make videos, I usually just use my cell phone, and I use an app on there called Up Video, which I'm familiar enough with. But I was looking on Google and I couldn't find that particular one to use it on a computer. So I'm like, I was watching a video about some different ones today, and I don't know. I'm just scared about. I'm going to get in there, and it's going to be too much, too overwhelming, and I don't know. I just got a lot of learning to do. Do you make videos, Deanne? Are you do you have a channel? Check it out if you do. Um, I'm going to try to. All right, now I'm experimenting with this. I had some trouble the last time. Can you see that I brought your message up? Because I had some trouble with that the last time. I appreciate you being here and helping me out while I'm trying to learn a little bit more. You think it has a free part, but looks easy for editing. Easy is what I definitely need. I need help. But if you've watched any of my videos, there are things I wanted to edit out of the video that can't decide your approach. So you're trying to decide on whether you want to, um, what kind of things you want to feature. Oh, I think I just delete. Let me undo that. There we go. I did this to somebody last week, and I think I erased their message, but so I keep getting that one. I'm trying to replace pinned message. Okay. So I'm learning to put these messages up. Now, some of the people said last week they could see, like, does it come across your screen? Okay, you can see it. Good. And I don't know why, but when I went back and replayed my last week's video, I couldn't see them. So I'm not sure what that was, but you've been thinking about. So what kind of Are you into the keto, low carb space? Is that something that you do? Um, or do you have other hobbies? It shows up in highlighted area. Okay, well, good. Yeah, I was just curious. I know I've joined other people's chats and they can highlight the posts, but I just wasn't sure if it was working quite right. Keto, low carb. Yeah, that's good. About how many months or years or weeks have you been working on your keto and low carb? It's for me, it's been since May 2nd of 2022. Fascinating. Oh, functional medicine. Yeah, definitely. I saw some people that um, said that that's the kind of doctor they go to, and that was interesting to me because, as we know, that our standard doctors don't know much at all about keto, and they think we're killing ourselves because we're eating all this whole healthy animal fat food, but functional medicine that is interesting. Um, I know Dr. Barry there was a website you could search for find keto doctors in your area, and there's really nothing nearby. But yeah, so that would be great. I hope you are able to do that. Um, like, would you on your channel maybe have lots of tips, or are you thinking about going to school for? I don't even know what kind of school you have to do for functional medicine. Um, Went to Heart MD. He had lost 5 pounds on paper, but actually gained and lost 10. Well, I understand the gained and lost thing. You're an RN, I see as well. That's awesome. Um, how do you get a lot of negativity from where you work when you tell people you're on keto, or do they support you with that? I know kind of everybody's different. Every place is different. Um, I've been, since I started keto, I think I've lost about 55 pounds. And, but I've kind of been stuck in the same spot for like the last year. A lot going on with my husband's health and a lot of things going on to cause like constant stress. So, this is so funny. I felt my hair in my eyes, but then my screen is backwards and I was trying to move it out of the way. Um, so I've kind of just stuck at the same weight. You started before COVID. Oh, wow. That's that's pretty good. Um, COVID was rough. I did not do COVID. In fact, I was going to see if I could bring up share a picture on here. I found some pictures, and this was definitely um, pre-COVID and pre-keto for me. I don't know if you can see it if I bring it up here on my screen. I'm going to try to show you, but that was me. That was me. I think my highest was like 273 pounds. This shows my really, really full face there. So that was a little summer trip to my brother's house. And so those are kind of some of my biggest pictures I can think of. New technology impaired too. Oh gosh, me too. It's so funny because I just decided to do a channel um, because, well, I was watching other people's videos, and they said, if you've got a story, tell your story. Keep a video log for yourself through your journey, and you can see your progression of your weight loss. And so I'm just like, okay. So if you go back to my channel, watch the very first video, it's just a few seconds long, and I was very nervous, and that's where it all started. But so, what brought you to try keto? Anything in particular? Anyone in particular? I know for me, it was my sister-in-law and a coworker. They were both doing keto I think both had lost at that point, maybe, I don't know, 60 pounds or something along that line. So that really, really encouraged me. JJ Smith. I'm not familiar with JJ Smith. Is that who inspired you? Do they have a channel? I'll write that down if they do and look it up. Um, so that's kind of what inspired me to do keto to begin with, and then to do the channel. He has a 10-day green smoothie cleanse. I see. That's not something that I've ever gotten into, any type of thing like that, but um, I am experimenting with a little fasting. I did 2 days last week, not complete 24 hours, but I fasted from like dinner time one day till dinner time the next day. And then I had a day in between where I ate, and then another day of doing that. So I'm going to try that again this week to see that. I'm sure it's good to give our bodies some time to just heal and catch up and clean out our system. So then you started looking for Dr. Barry. Yeah, I think Dr. Barry comes up when we all start searching on keto videos on YouTube. And yeah, I attribute all of my good health improvements to what I learned and a lot from Dr. Barry. And then, of course, I found Two Crazy Ketos and Ready Set Keto. And then when they started doing the BBBE challenge on those channels, I I think that is more when I might have checked out Dr. Barry. And then I tried it and had really good success. I had tried it, I did it for the month of August in 2022, and I really did great. I think I lost like 15 or more pounds, and I had already lost some weight from doing keto since May. And I had intended to do the 90 days. Well, let's see, I did that in August, and then September, early September, was when my husband's illness started, and we went to the hospital, and it was like several long months journey. So I didn't stay beef, butter, bacon, eggs, but I did stay mostly keto. Keto Connect. That's another one I'm not familiar with. I appreciate these tips because I'm gonna check them out, write them down. I did have my cousin that got me to watch Keto Twins, I think it's called. They're pretty good. There's so many channels out there to watch. I like to watch Cindy DeManch. I got to meet her. I got to meet a few at a keto meetup. Have you ever went to a keto meetup, or heard others talk about that? Biggest challenge, you say your biggest challenge is soda. Oh, yeah. That is a hard one because I don't know where you're at, but I dieted my whole life. So, diet soda, I'm used to drinking those since I was a kid. But so you haven't been to a meetup. I went to one, I'm in Ohio, and I went to one in Hilliard, Ohio, and I got to meet Cindy DeManch, and I got to meet Dustin from Keto Simple. And if you've seen anything, he's the guy with the logo with the big beard. I think it's like a yellow circle and a big beard. And got to meet James and Emily from Ready Set Keto, Don and Mike from Don Does Keto. Uh, those meetups, there's a place to go. Just I think if you Google keto meetups or low carb events, I'm sorry, it's low carb events. You're in Southwest Ohio. That's great. Um, they're having one, and I didn't get signed up for it as I had too much going on, but they're having one in Columbus on July 27th. But I know that their guest list is full now. So you go to that low carb events, and you'll find the I'm sort of in more central Ohio. They um, have the email address, you contact that email. It's whoever usually is putting on the event, and you let them know that you're interested in attending, and you get signed up and you go and you get to meet all these people that you watch their channels and develop really good friendships, because if you're watching everybody weekly and you're communicating, you're interacting like on these lives, and then you get to actually meet in person, it really is great. I met so many people. There's a lady that subscribed to my channel, Debbie, and she's the one that told me, you need to watch my friend's channel, Cindy DeManch. And so then I started watching that. So I got to meet both Debbie and Cindy when we went. We just had a dinner, and they had an event. They had some free gifts for everybody, and people brought like a keto dessert. So check that out. Go to low carb events and see when they might be having it. I heard rumors of another one that might be coming in the Columbus area, but I don't remember when. Um, and I'm trying to think of the channel. They live in Texas. Oh, Hungry Heath. Hungry Heath and Shelly is his wife. And I heard that they are going to be traveling. And when they're traveling and they go through the area, they may be planning a meetup to where you could go and meet with them and other keto. It's very encouraging to be in a room full of like minded, low carb keto, no matter what kind of keto ish diet you do, we're all kind of under that same umbrella. And so it's very nice to just be a part of that family and get to know each other, and you get so much support to help you stay on your journey. So definitely check that out. Let's see. I just wrote down a few points of something to talk about here. What kind of keto do you do? Do you do like a like the dirty keto they call it, or lazy keto, where you eat a lot of store bought keto products? Do you count net carbs? You like carnivore? Carnivore is great. Um, I I see myself one day getting back into I probably September. September is a good time for me. I'll probably do another beef butter bacon and eggs challenge. I do like to do that, and it kind of restarts and gets everything, gets me losing weight again, gets me stronger. You would say you're more ketovore. Yeah, that I think that's something that seems to be more sustainable. I don't know. I can't say that carnivore is not sustainable. I mean, look at Carrie from Homestead How. I don't know if you've watched him, where he's making the um, oh, what's it called? Healing Humanity docu documentary for hopefully on Netflix or something. If you have not checked that out, I'd encourage you to check that out. But I would say if you've probably watched Dr. Barry, you're familiar with Carrie and his channel. He has Homestead How and then Healing Humanity. Um, I really want to do more uh, closer to carnivore, and a lot of times my diet is closer to that, as in the fact that meat is the main thing that I have. And then products I limit. Now summertime I can get a little like I'll eat some of the Quest chips with my burger or something along that line. Been doing a lot of keto chow ice cream. I am a keto chow fan ever since I got an ice cream maker. Well, I liked them before I could make ice cream too. I liked them just to drink as a drink. I like them because sometimes I struggle with not eating enough. And so I feel like if I have one of those, I'm really, really, really getting in a good daily nutrition along with a big meat heavy meal. I think I do good. Yeah, you need to do that definitely. Come back in sometime, and thanks for stopping in. Sorry we didn't have any other joiners, but a late minute live, there's, everybody's busy and it's Sunday. So thank you, and hope to speak with you again, Deanne. You have a good night. Bye. All right, guys. Well, I think that is it. We just had Deanne, which I thank her so much for stopping in. Um, we will meet again. Hey, hi, we got another one. How are you? Get off my lanai. Where in the world did you come up with that name? I am curious. You gotta let me know. Oh my goodness. For some reason, that makes me think of the Golden Girls. It's Nanette. You mean cousin Nanette? Oh, hey, I'm glad you got on here. How have you been doing? And that's where you got it from? Yeah, I did not know what your YouTube channel was. Doing good? Yeah, well, good. Yeah, I just was just on here. I did a live last week and had some people pop in, and I just am experimenting so I can learn to do these lives. And so I just thought I had a few minutes, so I thought I'd just get on and see if anybody joined me for a little bit. I do she shed stuff. Well, that's all right. That'd be it'd be fun to just have a place to go hang out on your own. It's kind of where I'm at. It's kind of just in our family room. It used to be where we used all the time before Jim got sick, but this is actually a farther walk to like the bedroom and the bathroom and stuff. So a little bit trickier with his walker. So we just kind of cleaned this room out, a lot of stuff. Well, there's still a lot of stuff, but it's much better. And so I put my desk out here and just got a place to come and hang out. Yeah, you have to put some pictures on. Hey, Dustin. I was just talking about you to Danette. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right. Deneen. She left, but was talking about how we all met at a keto meetup, and I said I just wanted to get on here and try another live. Yeah, thanks, Nana. Glad we're doing better too. Jim's been home and out of the nursing home for it was a year in May, so that's good. Now, if I could keep him out of the hospital and out of the doctors, will be doing great. He hopefully he's got that out of his system, and he'll have a long span of not being sick again. So since you two are on here, I just was asking tonight what inspired you or brought you to the keto world. And for me, it was my sister-in-law and a coworker that were both doing really, really good. And so that inspired me to give it a try again, because I had did the old and more like Atkins keto, which you do great when you're doing that real strict couple of weeks thing where you don't eat anything but whole foods. But then once you start adding in those keto products, the Atkins products, then forget that. That didn't work for me. Let's see. I'm going to try to pull up some more. Dustin says, I'm editing my response video for Chris Cooking Nashville. Cheat treat meal vid. Oh, I haven't seen that. Okay, now I'm interested. I got to check that video out. Um, Nanette, let's see. She says she would like to try the buns I made earlier. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, Dustin. I used Cindy's bread recipe and made some buns for sandwiches and hamburgers. And I just put that video up a little bit ago. Nanette's my cousin who I've known forever, and I did not know that she was on YouTube. And I told her, I said, that your channel name reminds me of the Golden Girls. And she said, that's where she got it. So Dustin says, I don't know how you guys make this so easy. That's not what Dustin said. That's what Sherry said. I was 421 pounds and had to change things. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of your story, and yeah, that's scary. That's probably about where Jim was at one point. So Yeah, and he's down about 170 pounds now. He did at least half of that from being sick, but the other half just from eating low carbs. So I'm proud of him. It's back in 2016. And then Nanette said, I keep calling you Nanette. Sorry if you don't want your real name on there. Sorry. I have stomach issues and I don't have acid reflux. Yeah, near as bad when I change my diet. That's true. And I've heard Dr. Barry talk about that with himself too. And I do still, that's the only pill, I guess, that I take, but I buy over the counter and I buy the kind that you can cut in half. And I down to half of an acid reflux pill, like the omeprazole. So I'm hopeful I can get off of that soon. Oh, you don't care if I call you by your real name? I've been calling Dustin by his real name, but heck, when we watch Dustin, we know that. Oh, you guys probably missed it. I was showing Deanna. I found some pictures from definitely before I did keto, and I had went on a visit to my brother's. Oh gosh, let me see if I can find them. I just had them up here a minute ago. I think I'm going the wrong direction on here. Yeah. So I'll bring up the up close face one first, but that was me and my extra chubby face there. And this one. So that was, I keep holding these crooked. But that was me before I started healing my body with the proper human diet. And I'm glad I did. I'm tempted every now and then I think we're all tempted to go back because all that old food is so good. But man, I think about that and think how bad I felt. When I went to the concert last night with my son, it hit me that I was actually standing up and dancing with everybody at the concert, and that the old me would have been like, okay, I've been up 5 minutes, now I'm sitting down. So I was glad I was able to do that. Um, what kind of keto do you do? That was my next question for everybody. Me, I would say mostly Whole Foods keto, but the only products I usually add in, or they're limited, are keto chow, keto brick, which I try not to eat them too much. They're expensive for one, and so I will cut them up and have little bite sizes pieces to have as something. And then, so those are the two main things. I have been this summer having too many Quest chips and Quest treats, so I gotta stay out of that. But I think that's about it for my diet. Fruit. Oh yeah, I've been eating too much fruit. Well, not too much, but more often than I should. I still limit the amount, but been eating berries with my ice cream. Dustin says it's a mixed bag of keto for us. I feel best eating primarily meat and eggs, but we mix other stuff in. Yeah, the meat and the eggs. Of course, the meat and the eggs too are the most affordable for most of us. Um, that's what I eat. We eat a lot of ground beef. Try to make pizza bowls and taco bowls and burger bowls or hamburgers. Try to do that as much as we can. Um, Nanette says you can definitely see a difference, and this has nothing to do with keto, but I love all your glasses. Oh yeah, my pair I wear, my switchable glasses, they're a hit everywhere I go. And I just found out when I took Jim for his eye appointment that America's Best, I don't know if you go there to, but that they are going to start having pair eyewear. There's about a handful of their locations that have them now, but they're going to be getting them in soon. So that's a place you can get them. Yeah, I've got, I don't know, 20 different colors and tops and stuff, but they're fun. It's my accessories. It's a girl thing. Well, not just a girl thing. There are guy glasses too. I mean, they have sunglasses that clip on and off like that. And they have like camo. They have sports teams and different things too. So there are guys that wear them too. So um, Then Nanette says, if I do veggies, no red meat and nothing spicy, my belly thanks me. Yeah, I still, Jim, he eats low carb, but he doesn't quite do, I wouldn't say keto, but as close as he can get there. But he's still got that mentality of, we need vegetables. And I'm like, well, I feel worse when I eat vegetables. I eat a few. I had a little bit of coleslaw today from City Barbecue, and I just ate a little bit. And, but yeah, if I eat veggies, my stomach doesn't like it either. So I know what you mean there. I Yeah. So I know most of us went into keto for weight loss. Nanette, sounds like you may be doing it for just health reasons as well. Although I'm doing it just for health reasons now. I mean, I've been staying at the same weight for months. I'd like to lose another 50, 60 pounds, but I'm not in too much of a hurry. I figure if I can just maintain where I'm at and get through these really tough, stressful times, then I am happy with that. But I think I'm down about 55 pounds. I think I was closer to 60 at one point, but there it went. So, but yeah, definitely for me, I'm off my heart medication. I used to have to take a Tenolol for tachycardia, and my watch will tell me my heart rate, and it's been doing great. I did wean off of that slowly, probably over a year's span. I discussed it with my doctor, and he was like, "Okay, but just keep an eye on it." And so when I went back to him a couple months ago for my yearly checkup, he was asking, what medications I take, like they always do when you go in. And I said, Atenolol, but I'm only taking a fourth of a 25 milligram pill. And he said, you might as well quit taking it. He said, if you're taking a fourth of that pill, it's not doing anything for you anyway. So apparently you're doing okay. So that was my last prescription pill. And I'm glad to be off all of those. My blood pressure has been great. When I had my last blood work, everything was good, except for, the cholesterol the doctors are all worried about, except for the doctors like Dr. Barry and Dr. Vadia and all those. They know because my triglycerides are now beautiful. My HDL is in the normal range. And so that was excellent. Sorry, I got to get a drink of water here. I forgot I've got the unflavored electrolyte in there because tomorrow is going to be one of those days I try to fast until dinner. Monday's kind of good for me. I usually eat, good dinner on Sunday, and it holds me over. I saw Dustin, I think you were talking about fasting on a recent video. How are you doing on that? Did you say you did a week? I can't remember what you said, but for me, I've just been like kind of from dinner till dinner. I just last week got back into that, just 2 days. I called it. Shane called me out on it because that kid gets technical. Because I said I fasted Monday, and he's like, "No, you didn't. You ate dinner." And I said, "Well, I fasted from the night before till dinner the next day." He's like, "Well, you didn't fast all day Monday." So that's the way he looks at it. But I'm like, I got enough of a fast. It was probably about 19 to 20 hours. So for me, that was pretty good. And so, yeah, Dustin said he fasted for 7 days. Do you feel like that? How do you feel after you do a 7 day fast? Do you feel like it was helpful, or was it just something you wanted to do? You try to do, I'll bring that one up. Try and do 2 or 3 7 day fasts a year. Does that help to speed up weight loss again, or do you do it just to kind of reset your body? I'd like some autophagy. I'd like it right here. As I've lost some weight, and this Nanette can attest to this. My McCormick family, yeah, we all get this little neck thing going on, and so I'm losing weight. I would say that if I don't care about wrinkles. I get a few here or there, but I said it's this neck, so I may one day have to get that thing taken care of. But I probably won't. I won't have the money to do it. All right. Well, Nanette, your dinner is here. You go have a good day, and I'm glad you stopped in. And we'll do some more of these. I'm just practicing and just coming on to chat. And Dustin says for him, it's a mental reset, mental and physical reset. Yeah. It's so funny because I felt like both days I did last week that I felt like about 3 hours in at work because I go to work. I work at 7, so 7 to 4 I'm at work. And about 3 hours in, I was kind of like missing my coffee because I have coffee. Even if I usually only have my coffee, but in my coffee, I've got my perfect keto chocolate collagen, which that makes you feel full. And I've been using keto brains and I've been using keto chow as my creamer. So it's got a bunch of good stuff in there. So that makes me not hungry. Well, then, so I was just missing that. So I was drinking some black coffee and drinking the regular unflavored electrolytes, and then that feeling went away. And then probably around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'd say both days that I did that, then it hit me that I think I'm hungry. But then I'm like, am I really hungry? Am I just wanting something? And I'm, here it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, well, I leave work in 2 hours. I'm sure I can survive another 2 hours. Then I'm going to go home and cook dinner and it's all going to be fine. So that was kind of how my 2 days went. I can't imagine fasting for a whole week, but you know, on the other end, you do feel great after you do it. So, maybe it's a payoff there. But part for me is, with Jim at home and Shane, that I come home and cook dinner, and I don't think I'd be one of those people that could come home and cook and still fast unless I cook them something I don't like. There's an idea. I don't like fish, but I wouldn't want to cook the fish either. I don't like the smell of it. But yeah, you didn't start with 7 days either. Yeah, I've done a couple of 24-hour fasts, full 24 hours, but it's been, a long time ago. So you started with 12 a few days and then 14 hours a day. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping I can just work up to more fasting. I really could use the autophagy that, they say you get with it. I'm trying to pull you up here on another one. You still do all the cooking and grocery shopping. Yeah. Yeah, I sure miss those days when my husband did that, but he's just not able to do that right now. Um, I actually, I was busy this weekend because I had some stuff to do yesterday, and then we went to the concert last night. So today, after we came home from church, I said, I'm ordering groceries from Walmart. So I let them shop and they delivered it to me. So I don't like to do that all the time because I know I'm paying a few extra dollars. But when you're busy, it was worth it. And it gave me time to make my keto bun video. So I guess that was the payoff. But um, so I know you and your wife are there, and then you babysit your grandkids. Is that right? So that keeps you pretty busy. I know. Um, when I don't know if I've even shared on my YouTube channel that we adopted Shane. He's biologically related, but we adopted him back in 2010. And Jim, he's been disabled for many years. So Jim got to be the stay-at-home Mr. Mom, Mr. Dad. And so he was the one who took care of Shane. Shane was 2.5, almost 3 when he came to live with us. And so, so Jim, and Jim's 9 years older than me, so I imagine it was rough on him, but he did great. And that kid grew up knowing every Elvis movie and John Wayne and all of that. And then he loves to watch all the old shows like Emergency and Adam 12 or whatever. Those are shows that he grew up watching because he was at home with a stay-at-home dad. So, but it helped me out, and so Jim used to do all the cooking, and not maybe not all the shopping. We'd do that together, but um, so I'm sure your wife definitely appreciates it. It's a good thing. So I don't know if we want to stay on much longer, um, but I'm glad you stopped in, and um, we'll join. Maybe we'll get some more people next time around. I don't know if it's going to be an every Sunday thing. I just had a little bit of free time, but thank you everybody for stopping in. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and tell you all to have a great night. And I love you all a lot. Goodbye.